If you want to see me transform from this to this, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. So today I'm filming a get ready with me that is all about the hot girl summer glow, that everyday soft glam makeup look that I'm just loving at the moment. And this is how I do it. Give the video a like if you enjoy it. Also, if you would like to see more from me along these lines, then please do think about subscribing. And don't forget to hit that little bell notification as well to be notified when I create and upload videos just like this. So let's just get straight on into it. I want to do a kind of summer glow up, summer hot girl, everyday glam for summer kind of look, but it's sort of like a soft glow glam, something that's kind of not in your face, but something that's really kind of like soft and glam and glowy and gorgeous. So I've got some of my favourite makeup products and I'm just gonna get ready, and you can get ready with me if you like. So just to start, I have on as a base the Emily's Late Cream Concentrate, which is just a moisturiser that I use at night or in the day, and it's just a really, really great base to start with. And because it's sunny, I've also been wearing this, which is like an SPF CC cream. It's a 50 SPF UVA UVB, and it's the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream. So I'm going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on my hand. And I'm also going to use my Ride or Die favourite foundation, and this is the Dior Forever Skin Glow, and I have mine in 1.5 neutral. I'm fairly pale, as you can see, so this is perfect for me. So a couple of pumps. I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush, so there's an all over side and a conceal side, so I'm going to just sort of go in with this. The brush tends to soak up quite a lot of the product, so you tend to use a little bit more if you're going to use a brush, but you do get a lovely flawless finish. If I'm in a rush and I'm not doing like a full glam, then I will just use my fingers, to be honest, because I think that using the warmth from your fingertips really helps to buff it into the skin in a way that looks really natural, because it's very like dewy and skin-like in the finish, which is kind of what you want when you want it to look natural. But if you like want to build up the product, then you know, using a brush like this is a really good way to do that. So I'm just going to go over a little bit more over where I've got any like blemishes or marks. My hair is really getting in my face. So I've been seeing so much about this like hot girl summer thing, and I think it's more about a state of mind than it is about how you look and what you're wearing. It's more about like the way that you embrace like the moment and how you feel in your own skin. But of course it's really, really nice to like do your makeup in a way that feels really, really glam and just gives you that extra boost. And there is just this magic of makeup that allows you to do that and to step into like your most confident and radiant self, which I love. So I'm going to use my favourite Ride or Die concealer, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It's a mouthful, but it's like the best. I think also you get the most product in this as well, which is so, so good. So I use this basically everywhere. So I don't like to use too much concealer because otherwise it can look really, really cakey and it can sink into the fine lines and stuff. So I try not to overdo concealer, especially if I'm going more natural. Today is less natural. I definitely like to use my finger, my ring finger, when I am patting the concealer in to the under eye area, just to make sure that I don't get any in the creases or the lines, because that is so frustrating. The thing that I love about this concealer as well is it's not like really matte. It doesn't give you like really dry under eyes. And as I'm in my 30s, like I just would rather make sure that my eyes don't look like leathery. So I'm going to use some powder just to set it. I'm going to use the Loose Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass. This is my favourite. This has lasted me for ages, and it's the small version. But this is the best. Again, for me, it feels the best because it doesn't like dry out your skin, whereas some of the other more popular powders I think can be really drying on the skin. So I'm not putting tons on because I don't want to be like caked, but I do want to set my makeup for the day, and because it's hot, I need all the help I can get, especially in like the bits around your nose. So it's just going to mean that when we go in with contour, it's going to be that much easier to get like a nice finish so that you don't get that kind of like skid mark with your for want of a better word, you don't get that kind of like bunching up or skid like across your face as you try and put the contour in place. So I don't want to look completely matte, but I just want it to be set so that when I put the contour on, like, it doesn't budge. So the brush I was using for that was just this Luxe Powder Fusion by Zoeva. Zoeva's so good for brushes if you haven't tried them. I mean, most people pretty much have heard of Zoeva, I think, so you probably have. I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette. I've had this for a while now, so you can see. So these are the cooler shades, and I've used the most of those. But yeah, so I'm going to go into this coolest shade. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't always contour, but I think it just adds that like extra level of glam when you do. I think it's really important to make sure you do along your hairline like really carefully, because otherwise you get this kind of white blotch between where your forehead starts and your hairline, and it looks a bit odd. So I think that looks fairly natural, but it just chisels everything a little bit more. And just to accentuate that a little bit, I'm going to use this MAC brush. It's the 133S, and I'm going to go into these two slightly lighter shades. I'm going to do my brows next, and still my favourite way to do my brows is with a brow pencil. And I use this, it's the NARS Skin Deep palette, I believe. It's like one of the best I've used, and I just go into this like really cool shade here. I actually really need to pluck my eyebrows, but because I have so little eyebrow, I am always really afraid to pluck too much. So the difference when you've done your brows is just amazing. I spent all of my teens not doing my brows, and now I always do my brows. Unless I'm on the school run, and then I don't bother. So I'm going to do my favourite step at the moment, and that is bronzer. I have this ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills bronze powder, and this is in tawny, and it's so gorgeous, and I just love this. I have this every day at the moment. So I'm using this big NYX professional makeup brush, and it's number 2. So it's really, really big. This is going to give like a really kind of diffused, glowy look, like you've been tanned, which is what I want in the summer. I want to look tanned. So I think the danger with this is to like build up too much immediately. So I'm trying to take my time, because I'd normally be in a rush and just throw it on. But I kind of want to be a little bit more careful with it right now, because I don't want to just apply too much all at once. But I think you can build it up really nicely. Just take it down the neck. And when you get a tan, you always get a tan in the middle of your forehead and on your nose, on the bridge of your nose. It's just there. So we did contour the nose, but I'm just adding bronze on the top, because that's where the sun would naturally tan me, and that's what I want because I'm so pale. When I'm contouring, when I'm bronzing, I always just take the excess product and just sweep it over my eyes, because it just adds a wash of base colour to the eyes, so that when you put your eyeshadow on, it's just not too meh. There's like a nice base that works with the rest of your face, I think. Blusher, I'm going to use NARS Orgasm, because it's classic and it just feels like hot girl summer to me. So I've got a MAC, no, what is that, 139S? I can't even read what that is, but it's kind of just a round tip brush. It's really soft, and it's the synthetic. So going in to this really hot pink golden glowy moment. I think it's so easy to overdo your blusher, so you can just take it down a little bit. Just adding a little bit more up the top with this Zoeva brush as well, and just a little bit on the forehead and on the bridge of the nose again for that sun-kissed kind of look. So now I'm taking a Zoeva Luxe Eye Blender. I'm going to use a palette that I haven't used for a while, and that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. And I loved this palette, but it had its moment, and then colour kind of became a big thing, but since last year I just want to wear all of these shades. Like, I want to wear neutrals and have it just be really pared back and simple and elegant and glowy and just simple, I think, but not simple in like a beige way, but simple in just like a really gorgeous way. So I'm just going in with burnt orange and rustic. So I'm taking a Sigma blending brush, and this is just got not got anything in it, so I'm just going to use it just to blend out the edges so we don't have any harsh edges. And I think the key is just taking your time with this part, which you don't always have, but if you do, then it's really, really nice because you get a really sort of blown out effect. And then I just take a little bit underneath. So I've got another BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to go in with something slightly deeper. So I think I'm going to mix this sienna and this cypress umber. Next I'm going to go in with this glistening, this sort of goldy shimmery shade. I'm just going to put it in the corners of my eyes, just really subtly. And it's a BH Cosmetics brush again. So that's the eyeshadow done. Most recently my favourite way to line has again been with one of these wing liner brushes, and I'm just going to go into that cypress umber again. Take a wing out. I think what I love about this is it's really forgivable, and you get depth, but you also get this like very soft diffused line, which I love. And then I just do the under eye with what's left over. So I want to add some highlighter, and I'm going to go in with the Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I tend to always use this summer shade, which is perfect. And it's so glowy. So I'm just putting the leftover on just the tip of my nose and on the top of my lip. So I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette just to finish off the powder section. I think I'm going to go in with this Zoeva stippling brush because I just want it to be like an overall diffused kind of glow. I'm just going to lightly kind of dust this. Next up, eyelash curlers, the most important step, arguably. I have quite short lashes, so I think it's really important for me to use this. This is the Surat Releve. It's like putting your eye in a vice. Ah. And I'm using the Push Up Lashes Pillow Talk mascara from Charlotte Tilbury, which is like a game changer. It's the best mascara I think I've used in such a long time. So you can see the difference that that has made. It is like the best mascara. This entire side of my face looks so much more lifted than this side just because of that mascara. I love it. So next up is lips, and I'm going to go in with this Huda Beauty, and this is the Lip Contour 2.0, and this is in the shade Honey Beige. So, and it just twists up, so it's really handy. So finally, I've got to choose between this Dior lip gloss and this Hourglass lip gloss. I've been loving this Hourglass lip gloss recently, but I think I'm going to go in with the Dior today. I don't know. Yeah, Dior. I'm just going to go in with a bit of this one too because I love it. I think I prefer the texture of the Hourglass. It's really silky, it's lovely. I probably should have done this just before, but setting spray, can't forget it. And this is the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. It's my favourite. So this is the finished look and I am thrilled with it. I just love how glowy it is and simple and glam, and I feel like there's plenty of makeup on my face, but I also don't feel caked in makeup, which I really like. I'm sure that I could add more, but I do like it to look a little bit natural as well. I don't want to look like I'm completely caked. So to me this is like the perfect makeup look for summer, and it's just what I want to wear all the time at the moment. So I really enjoyed this. I hope that you like the look and that you have gotten something out of this. If you did enjoy the video, please do click the thumbs up button and share it with anyone who you think would enjoy it as well. Also, if you'd like to see more from me along the lines of makeup, beauty, fashion, home, lifestyle and parenting, then please do think about subscribing. And while you're subscribing, don't forget to hit that little bell notification because that's how YouTube is going to let you know when I create and upload videos just like this. So thank you again so much for joining me. I hope that you stay well and safe and have an amazing hot summer, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video really soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.